Pondering how to thru-hike Burren Way with my Papa Gillespie. Today is Friday, 12 June 2026, and here I, Tanis, she, her, hers, ruminate about the possibility of thru-hiking Burren Way in Ireland if my Papa Gillespie were more present in my life. And previously, back in November 2022, I put out a video where I was pick a trail. And perhaps my Papa Gillespie has gotten through to me what his taste in thru-hiking is, which is Burren Way, and which is great because I paired it up with a different trail and I chose Burren Way as well. So it's a shared taste between my Papa Gillespie and me. And so it's not a super long trail. It's in Ireland, and Gillespie is of Irish origins. And so there's a little bit of, it'd be kind of cool to like get to know where Gillespie comes from, where we come from, but also get to know each other on a bonding trail. So this is one of those trails towards / in having to interact with people. So depending on the person, the likelihood of making it, as in like finishing the trail, relative to a just hiking or just put one's head down kind of and do it, this may be more or less. So if somebody's more social, this might be a trail that's more for them, because it's the nature of it is kind of more inclusive of like human interactions or in like the towns that it goes through or is near, that kind of thing. So in that sense, it's a more social trail. And so I was like, well, getting to know my Papa Gillespie on it, that might be a great fit. It's both of our taste. It requires, so to speak, a little bit more social engagement. And then I was also thinking, I was like, do I get to bring, I was like, but it might not have, you know, big scary wildlife like trails in like the United States of America where one might have to watch out for bears. And so I was like, do I get to bring my big hunky bear, my Jacob Elordi? And then do I host the three of us? Like, they might not have Franz Donuts. This is a, Portland, Oregon founded, so Pacific Northwest kind of chain, bakery, baked goods chain, Franz. So I got this and I'm like thinking of like, maybe I should do a home communion with this. But is today too soon? Possibly, you know. But, you know, before they expire or go bad or otherwise, I was like, maybe for my Jacob Elordi, I can act on like, this is investment in our Burren Way thru-hike was my Papa Gillespie is. Do I host the three of us, my Papa Gillespie, my Jacob Elordi, and me, Tanis, she, her, hers of Seattle, in a God Hades communion together and film it / publish it on this YouTube channel? Do they each take a turn in touching my hair / rubbing my buzz cut? How do I get a buzz cut? How did I get a buzz cut on trail? If we're out there thru hiking, if I have a buzz cut, you know, how did that happen? Right, but like in the video themselves, like touching, like the, you know, some of you guys might be like, but you know, when I've just cut it, like you just want to touch it. Like maybe my Papa Gillespie, maybe my Jacob Elordi does that, so you can feel like, well, I'm not touching it, but so at least somebody is. You know, that kind of thing. Maybe it satisfies that craving to touch it at least a little bit. But incorporating YouTube and like maybe we find out we all have a channel or like we all have our own channel and like we take different approaches. And maybe for me, the hosting of a home communion or home communions along the trail is part of it. But kind of having an activity for us to share in as we go along, in addition to sharing kind of like each other and getting to know each other and the people of Ireland and the land and the landscape and thru hiking. So there we go. That's Pondering how to thru-hike Burren Way with my Papa Gillespie.